Hello and welcome to Building Symfony application series. In the last episode, we made changes so that our user entity uses the UUID for its primary key, so avoiding auto-incrementing IDs. Uh, right now, the problem is whenever we make changes to the database, we just simply drop it and create it again. So for development environment, when you are developing, it's perfectly fine. But if you are having your application in a production, you just don't really want to drop everything you have and just create new empty database. That would be just bad. So this can actually be fixed with Doctrine Migrations, and it's a bundle which makes the migration files what do the database changes. And yeah, so let's add it to our uh, project. As you can see, installation is pretty simple. We just do composer require. So composer require Doctrine Migrations Bundle. Let it go installing. And what else? So we will need to enable the bundle. It has configuration. I guess for the moment it all looks pretty fine for me. So I would guess what it's the default ones and it should work. Otherwise it should be just copy paste, which yeah, we probably need to do add it. We'll see. And as you can see, for usage, it's a few commands which you check the mapping differences to for creating a new file, and you can create a blank file if you need, and you have a migrate command to add the latest database changes. So migration is mostly just a simple class, and it just has two functions. One is up is when you doing the migration, you made like changes and you want for example change it the field of column, the type of the column, and just want to make that change. So the function is run at that point. Down is if you want to go down, so it mostly will happen when you mess something up and your migration didn't go as expected. And let's see what else we have. It's just running. You can skip and yeah, you can generate them automatically, so it's all should be fine. You can also get our container if we need it. And yeah, most of it look fine, so just let us add our migrations. Let's new Doctrine Migration Bundle. And yeah, I guess I will need to have the configuration. Let's just check it. Doctrine migration status. Yeah, it gets everything what it needs, so we can just simply do doctrine migrations and diff. Okay, what I expected it to do was to take our current database info and just create the initial file. So maybe let's try drop and create database again, just to see if it makes any difference. And let's see what happens if we just run this. Yeah, it just fails completely, and we need to create and now run with the now it created the new migration class. Okay, let's see how does it look. Let's try. Still works. Nice. Yesterday I learned what if you just command click on the link or file or anything like that, it just opens it, so that is pretty nice. Let's try migrations version and this one. So as you can see, it auto generated the migration, and it's so it first checks what it would be executed on the same database platform, and this one which just creates our user table, and everything kind of looks fine. And on down you can see it just drops the table it created. So for example, let's just simply, for presentation purposes, let's just make a simple change, and we can check what changed. It's schema update and doctrine schema date, and should have a flag to dump SQL. So you can see, okay, I guess we right now don't have our database set up, so it has no tables or anything, so we can actually just run self doctrine migrations migrate. We wish to continue, and yes, it created our table and everything looks fine. Let's check it, and and you can see we have our users table, and we have migration versions, which contains what migrations you have executed in this database, so it knows what files it needs to, what migrations it needs to execute to get the database in the same state as your application code is. So if we do status right now it's just saying a version what is executed, nothing else is here, and we can try to run let's run our schema. So as you can see, we made a change which would alter the table, and if we just run a diff, it should create a new migration with differences. So as you can see, we have a line which changes the name, type, length of users table, and let's do the status again. You can see we have new migration which we could execute. Let's run it. We want to continue, and it should change in our users table. Yeah, name is 2.5 254, and let's actually migrate it down, and I want to go down now. So let's see. Let's give me the help. Here we have dry run to see what would be executed. And how do I go down? Okay. I guess it would be, yeah, it would be with execute command, and yeah, down should execute the migration down. Let's try it, and down. Let's do dry run, and we are missing an version. Let's get the version. I guess we need a version to which we need to migrate down. Okay, no. Oh, I guess we don't need version part of it. I want to execute, and yeah, it looks fine, but this should have been a dry run, so our database is still the same. Remove dry run. Fine. Now it should have changed. Yeah, and that's about it for migrations. You might need something more complex or make some changes, but which should take about most 80% of your use cases, and this should be enough for your development when changing database. So let's just commit everything we have, and this is fine, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine, and I don't really want this one, and I don't really need this one. So let's add Doctrine migrations. Uh, mm, let's add for safer database modifications and push everything out. Okay, we could actually just test what everything is still working, just in case. Yeah, everything is fine. We haven't broken anything, so I think that's it for this episode. And in this one, we just added Doctrine Migrations Bundle, which allows us to generate automatically differences between our existing database and any changes we have made to the mappings. And this is a much safer way to make changes to your database structure, especially if you are running things in production and you are developing. It's fine to just drop everything and create again. If this is your workflow, you'll find it easier, but for production you just can't do that. So migrations should take care of more for the most part the database changes. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next episode.